झालेला आहे. बऱ्याच वकिलांची मागणी होती की मुस्लिम लॉ या विषयावरती लेक्चर झालं पाहिजे आणि खास करून जयकांपटांचं लेक्चर झालं पाहिजे अशी सगळ्यांची मागणी होती. आणि बारनी सरांकडे विनंती केली. सरांची तब्येत ठीक नसतानाही सरांनी ते लगेच मागणी केली आणि सर आपल्याकडे आहेत, आपल्याच कुटुंबातील सदस्य आहेत. सरांचा सत्कार करण्यासाठी मी आदरणीय अध्यक्ष मॅडमांना विनंती करतो की त्यांनी आपण सरांचा सत्कार करावा. कल्पना निकम मॅडम यांना विनंती करतो की त्यांनी कार्यक्रमाचा प्रास्ताविक आणि सरांचा परिचय द्यावा.
नमस्कार. आज आपल्याला जे वक्ते लागलेले आदरणीय वक्ते ॲडव्होकेट जयखान पठाण, गेल्या वर्षी जसं आपण लेक्चर सिरीज वर्षभर सुरू होत्या त्याही वर्षी आपण निरंतर हे लेक्चर सिरीज नवीन विविध प्रकारचे आपण वक्ते आणून सुरू केलेली आहे. यामध्ये पहिल्यापासून जो मुस्लिम लॉ आहे, खूप या लॉबद्दल आपल्या मनात संदिग्धता आहे की म्हणजे मी जेव्हा प्रॅक्टिस सुरू केली तेव्हा मला एवढंच माहिती होतं शहाबानू केस आणि शहाबानू म्हणजे मुस्लिम महिलेला डिवोर्स नंतर देखील मेंटेनन्स मिळू शकतो इथपर्यंतच तो काळ गाजत होता. परंतु आता मुस्लिम लॉमध्ये अनेक नवीन नवीन चांगले बदल झालेले आहेत. ट्रिपल तलाकबद्दल देखील आपल्या मनात अत्यंत जे गोंधळ आहे की नक्की मुस्लिम हजबंड जो आहे तो डिवोर्स पिटिशन कसं दाखल करतो. तर आजचे आपले जे वक्ते आहेत ॲडव्होकेट जहीरखान पठाण, LLM झालेलं आहे जहीरखान पठाण यांचं, DIPL देखील झालेलं आहे, UPL झालेलं आहे, ते सॉलिसिटर ऑफ सुप्रीम कोर्ट इंग्लंड वेल्स येथे देखील त्यांनी काम करत आहेत. ते गेली 19 वर्षापासून ते वकिली करीत आहेत. भारतीय विद्यापीठामध्ये विजिटिंग फॅकल्टी म्हणून देखील काम करतात. आता पुण्यामध्ये जो बॉम्बस्फोट झाला त्याच्यामध्ये फॅटलँडमध्ये त्यांनी ते जो जर्मन बेकरी बॉम्ब फटला होता त्याच्यामध्ये देखील त्यांनी काम केलेलं आहे. सध्या PhD करीत आहेत. ते असे चांगले वक्ते आपल्याला लाभले. त्यांच्याबद्दल म्हणायचं झालं तर बस नाम ही काफी आहे. तर मी यापुढे पुढचा कार्यक्रम सुरू करण्याची विनंती करते.
आणि आपल्यामध्ये जास्त काही वेळ घेणार नाही आणि सर आपल्याला विनंती करतो की आपण मार्गदर्शन आम्हाला करावं.
सगळ्यात प्रथम मला इथं बोलवल्यामुळे त्याच्यासाठी मी पुणे लॉयर्स फॅमिली कोर्ट बार असोसिएशनचे आभारी आहे. Today's lecture will be conducting in English, Hindi and Marathi. How many of you all are comfortable in Marathi? Everybody is comfortable. Who doesn't know Marathi in the first place? Okay. So we will be keeping a combination. आज का जो लेक्चर है, it is in respect of the forms of talaq under the Muslim law. एक मिनट एक सेकंड. This is in respect of forms of talaq under the Muslim law and what is the procedure to seek declaration, a decree from the court. Because everybody is aware that under the Hindu Marriage Act, if a person wants to file a petition thereby seeking divorce, he has to file under section 13, right? It may be mutual, that is 13B. But ये बहुत सारे lawyers को भी नहीं पता है कि if a Muslim husband wants to seek decree from the court for dissolution of marriage, so what is the procedure? Procedure क्या है? काय आहे procedure हे बऱ्याच लोकांना माहित नाही. And therefore I get in like numerous calls कि sir, if you've got a draft, can you share? The reason is, before I start this, the reason is, if a person wants to file, in number of cases I have seen, which is a wrong practice, आपल्याला माहिती की now today we have to, as law students and lawyers, we need to see what is the valid form of talaq. Then कि हर आपके पास ऐसे कई एज लॉयर्स ऑल्सो आपके पास ऐसे कई लोग आए होंगे जिन्होंने कहा होगा कि मैंने तलाक दिया है और मुझ पे FIR हो गया, राइट? मुझ पे FIR हो गया. Now to see whether that particular FIR stands any ground or not, सबसे पहले आपको देखना पड़ेगा कि the form of talaq which is given, whether it is valid or not. If it is not valid, then FIR सही है. As per the 2019 Act, it is absolutely true that you will be behind the bars, right? Now we will see. Firstly, as I told, I'll just give this background. Now, firstly, we will see what are the forms of talaq, valid talaq, which is given a right, which is given to the husband. Now, firstly, talaq is classified into two categories. Under Muslim law, talaq is categorized into two categories. One is sunnat, and the other is biddat. Now, what do you mean by sunnat? सुन्नत इज द वैलिड फॉर्म ऑफ तलाक. सुन्नत वो चीज है which is justified by the Quran and then justified by the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam during his lifetime. Everybody knows Prophet Muhammad, right? उनके जिंदगी में जब वो हयात थे, when he was alive, those forms of talaq were considered and still are considered to be valid talaq. Now this triple talaq concept was not at the existence during the lifetime of the Prophet Muhammad, and therefore it is termed as biddat. What do you mean by biddat? It means addition to the faith. This particular triple talaq came during the dynasty of Ottoman Empire, Usmania Hukumat. That time it came. We first now will see the valid forms of talaq. Now, in Sunnah, in Talaq al-Sunnah, there are firstly major two valid forms of talaq, which is recognized and it is considered to be the most apt form of talaq. The first one is ihsan. The spelling is A-H-S-A-A-N, ihsan. Now, in this form of talaq, the husband has to pronounce talaq. Written form में दे दिया, attested by witnesses. He has to mention what form of talaq it is. So the title comes talaq ihsan. Okay. Now, what is the duration of this? Once that particular talaq ihsan is given, the wife has to follow the period of iddat. समझ लो भी, तलाक al-ihsan दे दिया, उस पर लिख लिया हमने कि this is the form of talaq ihsan, A-H-S-A-A-N. Okay. Now it is very important to also notice this. There is a concept of tuhur. Now what do you mean by tuhur? The period between the menstrual cycle, that is called as tuhur. So a talaq can be pronounced or given by a husband during this state of purity. If she is menstruating, वो तलाक तब नहीं दे सकता. Clear? She has to be in the state of tuhur, purity, between two menstrual cycles. Now you will say कि हमें क्या पता? That question may crop up. हमें कैसे पता sir? So the thing is, हमें क्या पता? That is a different. But then again, you have to mention it कि you are in the state of purity, in the state of tuhur, or I presume you to be in the state of tuhur. In talaq, valid forms of talaq, it is very much necessary that these contents are there. Secondly, after talaq ihsan is given, there is a period which is called as iddat period. The period of iddat. तो ihsan के हिसाब से जब तलाक देते हैं, the wife has to observe the period of iddat. कितने टाइम के लिए रहता है इद्दत पीरियड? इज 3 months or 4 months? ओके, 3. उसको बोलते हैं, why is the reason why iddat is to be observed? Firstly, the reason for observance of iddat is to see if the lady is pregnant or not. Okay? This reason is also very much necessary to seek the legitimacy of the child. इसके लिए वो पीरियड होता है. What do you mean by iddat? Iddat means the female has to observe period of iddat means वो अपने घर में रहना चाहिए, या अगर वो कहीं बाहर भी जाए तो वो किसी गैर महरम से नहीं मिलना चाहिए. I'll tell you what do you mean by महरम and गैर महरम. महरम मतलब वो लोग, वो relations which are forbidden for her to get married to. प्रोहिबिटेड रिलेशनशिप्स, कि एक भाई और एक बहन, भाई बहन का क्या हो गया महरम, मतलब उससे शादी होती है क्या? नहीं होती है. बाप बेटी, मुस्लिम से मामा भांजी, ये सब जो है दीज आर ऑल महरम. और गैर महरम कौन है? द पर्सन्स विद whom a lady can consummate marriage. So that's the reason that you during this period of iddat she cannot meet any gair mahram for the legitimacy. Now after ihsan is given, it is during the period of iddat, that particular talaq ihsan can be revoked. That can be revoked. कि लगा कि अच्छा अभी ये 3 जो महीने कंप्लीट होने वाले हैं, सो उसके पहले ही दोनों की प्यार और मोहब्बत वापस से जग गई. They can come back together. But once the period of iddat is complete, that form of talaq becomes irrevocable. Then it becomes irrevocable and the talaq is concluded. वो complete हो चुका. उसके बाद में आप वापस दोबारा इकट्ठा नहीं आ सकते, until unless there is a different provision, then नहीं आ सकते. This is first form of valid talaq, ihsan. The second form of valid talaq is hasan, H-A-S-A-N, hasan. Now in hasan, again you have to write the words that this is a talaq as per hasan. Now in that type of a talaq, the first notice of the talaq is sent by the husband to the wife, right? ehsan में हमने क्या देखा, जैसे उसको नोटिस मिलती है she has to sit in iddat. In this case नहीं. After the first notice of talaq is sent as per hasan, H-A-S-A-N, and that too again during the tuhur, state of purity, उसको 1 महीना रुकना है हस्बैंड को. अगर रिकंसिलिएशन होता है 1 महीने में तो ठीक है, आ जाओ रह सकते हैं. नहीं रिकंसिलिएशन हुआ, दूसरे महीने में वापस से तलाक भेजना है एज पर हसन. सेकेंड नोटिस ऑफ तलाक एज पर हसन, राइट? फिर रुकना है 1 महीना. अगर रिकंसिलिएशन हो रहा है तो वेल एंड गुड. इफ नॉट, देन द थर्ड नोटिस इज टू बी सेंट. Third notice as per Hasan, and when the third notice is sent, then the period for observing iddat begins. That time, when the third notice is sent, the period of iddat starts from there. उसके बाद में जब period वो उसके बाद में then the talaq becomes irrevocable. It cannot be revoked. Now in all these talaq, as lawyers, what you need to take care of, ये मैं पहले आपको फॉर्म बता देता हूँ कि what are the important things that you have to mention in the notice of talaq. Firstly, I have seen lawyers sending talaq on the letterheads. I have just अभी एक मैटर है मेरे पास. Lawyer has come to me, उन्हीं के पास एक मैटर है, and the lawyer has approached me and he doesn't know what to do. उसको वो concept नहीं मालूम. I'm like, okay, get it. When I saw the talaq was sent to the wife on the letterhead of the lawyer on behalf of my client. I send you the talaq. Whether that delegated is there or not, we will see it. But as lawyers never do that. Always you draft the talaq in the first person format. I so and so. आप draft करो चाहे, but आपके क्लाइंट को बोलना कि तू साइन करके भेज, मैडम you sign it and you send it across, no matter even if you draft. Now in the drafting, the most important thing which as a lawyer you need to understand is, firstly you need to mention what form of talaq it is first, okay? Secondly, that all the facts are there, and then this talaq is given to you during the state of tuhur, or I presume it to be the state of tuhur. You have to mention when it will be irrevocable. If you are sending it by a Hassan, sorry, if you are sending it by way of a Hassan, along with the talaq nama, you have to send a demand draft for the amount of iddat. Iddat is a period during which the husband has to sustain the wife. So if you calculate 3 months का as per 3,000 per month, 9,000 का एक डिमांड ड्राफ्ट बना के उसको देना है, and you have to mention that I am sending you the amount of iddat by way of a demand draft. You have to send that amount of iddat. And the most important thing which you need to see in these days is that you have to mention that I am giving you the talaq as per Hassan or Ahsan, and therefore the provisions of the 2019 Act, the Act which is called as the Muslim Women Protection of Rights on Marriage Act 2019, is not applicable in the present case. This you have to write without fail. क्या लिखना है नीचे? ये Act जो है, this Act, the talaq is given as per Hassan or Ahsan, ऐसा लिखना है. And therefore, the provisions of the Muslim woman into bracket protection of rights on marriage bracket close Act 2019, वो Act भी मैं दे दूंगा, you circulate on the group, is not applicable in the present case. ये कभी भी लिखना भूलना मत, because जिस तरह से I'm explaining you and I'll be explaining you further, the police is not aware of this. The police, they only know तलाक दिया है ना, चलो FIR. I'll also come to the case laws where I myself have handled those cases and I have got these FIRs quashed. I'll also give you those case laws and everything on record. Now, after these two, first is Ahsan and Hassan. Now the third, now biddat. Firstly, before biddat, I'll also give you other forms of talaq. One is called as ila, I-L-A, ila, where the husband refuses to have sexual relationship with the wife. He says, I am not interested in you, and he refuses to have sexual relations with the wife, and on oath, कसम खाता हूं मैं कि आज के बाद तुम्हारे साथ मैं कोई भी जिस्माना ताल्लुकात नहीं रखूंगा अगर वो वैसा बोलता है. एंड फॉर दिस 4 महीने हो चुके हैं. So this is one of the grounds on which the wife can also claim divorce from the husband. The second one is, the second form of again a talaq is called as zihar, Z-I-H-A-R, zihar, wherein if the husband compares his wife with his mother or sister, तू मेरी बहन के जैसी है, तू मेरी माँ के जैसी है, and on that ground, if he stops having any physical relationship with the wife, again this is one of the ground for claiming a divorce. Then there is one very interesting form of talaq which is called as talaq-e-tafawiz, T-A-F-W-I-Z, talaq-e-tafawiz. Now what do you mean by this? Now normally the lawyers who give talaq on the behalf of their clients is under talaq-e-tafawiz. delegated divorce, wherein a husband delegates his power to give talaq to someone else. You XYZ on my behalf give the talaq to my wife, Tafawiz. Not only this, but an interesting concept is there wherein the husband can delegate this power of giving talaq to his own wife also. तलाक किसको देना है? वाइफ को. और पावर डेलीगेट भी किसको किया है? वाइफ को ही. वो I'll just give you an example. A husband is at war, he's a soldier and he is at war. He is at war, and before leaving he tells his wife कि I am going for the war. In case if I do not return by this particular date, I am delegating my power of talaq as per Tafawiz to you. खुद पे ही तुम तलाक को प्रोनाउंस कर देना. You pronounce the talaq on yourself as per Tafawiz. I myself am delegating those powers to you. So किसी और को नहीं देते हुए वाइफ को भी वो पावर्स वो दे सकता है अंडर तफवीज. Now, what do you mean by mubarak? Mubarak is a form of divorce by mutual consent in Muslims, because there is a specific provision under law for the Hindus. For example, for Hindus, 13b, everybody knows about this. 13b. But for Muslims, as I told earlier, for a Muslim male, whether there is a codified law, the wife can go. There is a codification, there is an enactment, there is a legislation for the Muslim lady to approach the court under the Dissolution of Muslim Marriages Act 1939. Right? वो एक्ट में एक वाइफ जा सकती है, लेकिन कोडिफिकेशन ऑफ लॉ मुस्लिम हस्बैंड्स के लिए एज सच नहीं है. As such nahi hai, and therefore after giving the valid forms of talaq by Hassan or Ahsan or other forms of valid talaqs, what the Muslim husband has to do? This is the biggest question. As I told, commentary, mullah ki commentary is not a legislation. People cite their restitution का उसने explain किया है. Okay, Muslim law में फैजी ने explain किया है what do you mean by restitution, what do you mean by divorce. And lawyers file petition thereby citing those chapters or clauses of Faizi or Mullah. Okay? Now the most important thing जिसके लिए आज का lecture भी रखा है after this कि what and how you can obtain a decree from the court based on the talaq. Based on the talaq. Now there are few acts you need to write it down, memorize it, download it. Those are the most important ones. So firstly, whenever you file a petition for divorce based upon a valid talaq, okay, you have to see the jurisdiction of the court. Wherever, for example, under the areas which come under the Pune Municipal Corporation, the jurisdiction is given to whom? The family court. आज हम जहाँ पे बैठे हुए, right? आज हम जहाँ पे बैठे हुए. If it is Pune Gramin, that is rural places, okay, it is before the senior division. It is before the civil judge senior division. Now the sections that you need to keep in mind for invoking the jurisdiction are very important. First of all, if it is a family court, I am just giving you an example of the family court today. If it is a family court, you need to mention in the petition who satisfies the prescribed authority that he is a Muslim. Firstly, he is a Muslim. B, that he is competent to contract within the meaning of section 11 of the Indian Contract Act. Competency, everybody knows about the Indian Contract Act. Who are competent to contract? Okay, and who's disqualified by law? Unsound mind persons है, उसमें फिर बाद में minors and अलाइन एनिमीज आते हैं, वो आर नॉट कॉम्पिटेंट टू कॉन्ट्रैक्ट। तो ये एक्ट में उसको सिर्फ क्या दो चीजें साबित करनी है कि आई एम अ मुस्लिम एंड आई एम कॉम्पिटेंट टू कॉन्ट्रैक्ट। ओके, may by declaration in the prescribed format filed before the prescribed authority declare that he desires to obtain the benefit of the provisions of this sections. Thereafter provisions of section 2 shall apply to the declarant. Now we have to see what does section 2 talks about. Notwithstanding any custom or usage to the contrary, in all questions regarding intestate succession, special property of the females during personal property inherited or obtained under contract or gift, marriage, dissolution of marriage, including talaq, ilaz, zihar, liyan, khula and mubarak, maintenance, dower, guardianship, gifts, trust properties and bucks. In one section everything is covered. 4 sections का पूरा एक्ट है। So it is very much necessary that when you file for a declaration suit, thereby praying the court to declare on the basis of the talaq, valid talaq which was given, it be declared and a decree of divorce based on the declaration be granted. This has to be your prayer. Your prayer cannot be, I'll tell you and I'll repeat this, your prayer, जो बहुत सारे lawyers गलती करते हैं, पहले तो provisions of law गलत डाल देते हैं, लेकिन आपकी prayer ये नहीं हो सकती when you are filing for a Muslim man that my marriage be dissolved. Here under other legislations what is the prayer? कि the marriage solemnized with the so and so on so and so be dissolved by a decree of divorce. When you file for a declaration, when you file for declaration on the basis of a valid talaqnama on behalf of the husband, your prayer cannot be dissolve the marriage. Why? It's been already dissolved by way of a valid talaq. You are not here asking हमारी शादी डिसॉल्व करो, नहीं, जो मेरे वैलिड तलाक से ऑलरेडी डिसॉल्व हो चुका है मुझे बस वो डिक्लेयर करके चाहिए। क्लियर? बिकॉज एज पर शरीयत योर मैरिज इज ऑलरेडी डिसॉल्व, यू आर सीकिंग अ डिक्लेरेशन and you are seeking a decree. So the prayer should be very carefully drafted. It should be very carefully drafted. Now we'll come to the Act of 2019. What does the Act of 2019 says? And उसके बाद जो हड़कंप मच गया है कि हर कोई, every police officer, if a woman goes कि my husband has pronounced talaq on me and this is the copy, and irrespective of anything the police starts to register FIR without going into the matter, because the police are also not aware about this concept. What do you mean by biddat? What do you mean by sunnat? Now the 2019 Act, if I'll just take you, is called as the Muslim Women Protection of Rights Marriage Act 2019. Now what is the definition of talaq given over there in that particular Act, 2019 Act? Section 2 C. Talaq means talaq a biddat or any other similar form of talaq having the effect of, and the words are very important, instantaneous and irrevocable divorce pronounced by Muslim husband. Instantaneous, instant. तलाक़ हसन में इंस्टेंट है क्या? नहीं है। उधर वापस से रिकंसिलिएशन का चांस है ना, इद्दत तक। एहसन में, हसन में भी वही है। इंस्टेंट है क्या? नहीं है। कोई कोई हस्बैंड डराने के लिए भी देते हैं ना कि सुधर जा, तो सुधर भी जाते हैं मोस्ट ऑफ द केसेस। सो वेदर देयर इज अ इंस्टेंट इफेक्ट, नूडल्स डाला, 2 मिनट में पक के बाहर, नहीं, दिस इज नॉट इंस्टेंट मैगी नूडल्स, दिस इज हक्का नूडल्स, थोड़ा टाइम लेता है पकने के लिए, राइट? सो एनी तलाक, एनी फॉर्म ऑफ तलाक विच हैज अ इंस्टेंट इफेक्ट, तलाक तलाक तलाक, लास्ट मेरे मुंह से जब निकला उसके नेक्स्ट सेकेंड में रिलेशन खत्म. ओनली दैट फॉर्म ऑफ तलाक, तलाक बिद्दत, is considered in the 2019 Act, and all the other forms of talaq are considered valid. All the other forms of talaq are considered valid. Only this instant talaq is criminalized under the law, and you cannot give this. इसलिए जो मैंने कहा कि जो तलाक की नोटिस होगी उसमें बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है फॉर्म ऑफ तलाक लिखना. And also you have to mention कि ये तलाक कब मुकम्मल होगा. When you write this कि this is a तलाक हसन and it will be concluded or determined, यानी ये मुकम्मल कब होगा, ये इद्दत के बाद होगा. वैसे आप अगर लिखते हो तो you will be saved from the wrath. वरना जो अभी मैंने केस आपको बताया where the lawyer has sent a notice of talaq on behalf of the husband अभी recently, that was a form of talaq biddat. That is a form of talaq biddat, and the lawyer is also made a co-accused. The lawyer is also made a co-accused in that, because everyone जो भी उसमें इन्वॉल्व होगा उसमें सभी का नाम आएगा, तो उसको भी co-accused बनाया है. So I don't want any lawyer's name to be co-accused, especially in these proceedings. वरना पहले ही किसी और lawyer का वकालतनामा साइन कर लेना, so that something happens, so that lawyer can represent you in the court of law. Now certain case laws we will see which are important, Now there is a Kerala High Court judgment which is Anivaruddin versus Sabina. Anivaruddin versus Sabina. Okay? मैं केस लॉ दे दूंगा, everybody just go through it. Now in this case what happened for the तलाक? पहला मुझे मिल चुका है, जज को बोला आप इंजेक्शन लो और इसको इंजेक्शन दो, ये मुझे आगे के तलाक ना दे. कोर्ट ने रिस्ट्रेन किया हस्बैंड को. द कोर्ट रिस्ट्रेन द हस्बैंड फ्रॉम प्रोनाउंसिंग फर्दर तलाक्स. हस्बैंड भागा 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 हाई कोर्ट पहुंचा, और हाई कोर्ट में देन ही फाइल्ड दिस पिटिशन, एंड द हाई कोर्ट इन दिस पर्टिकुलर पिटिशन हैज गिवन अ डायरेक्शन टू द कोर्ट्स. The family court cannot restrain a person performing his act in accordance with the personal law. The act complained invoking irrevocable invocation of talaq yet to come in existence. So what the High Court has held in this, कि once the process of talaq commences, it cannot be restrained or stayed by any court of law. It cannot be restrained, or any stay or any injunction cannot be passed against that, because the act of completion of talaq is yet to be completed. First. Second, फिर आप बोलेंगे सर फिर अभी वो कंप्लीट हो गया तो वाइफ को क्या रहेगा, वाइफ कैसे चैलेंज करेंगी? आफ्टर द तलाक इज कंप्लीट, in case if the wife feels that this was not a proper form of talaq, or this talaq was not given to her, thereby following the due process, or if she is aggrieved by the talaq, she can go in the court of law seeking what again? Declaration suit. Declaration suit, thereby challenging that talaq and praying that this talaq is void and not binding upon her, and it be set aside. The wife can do that very well, but during the process no court can stay the talaq, the process of talaq, it cannot be stayed. This is what has been observed in this particular case law of the Honorable Kerala High Court. Now, as I said, in case if the police or still registers an FIR against you, even though you have given the talaq in accordance with Sharia and it is a valid form of talaq and a FIR is filed against you, still if a FIR is filed against you, what you can do is, there is a case law, क्योंकि ये matter मैंने खुद ने चलाया है. I had given the talaq, I had drafted it and given it to my client to send across to the wife. After he had sent it across, the FIR came to be registered. This matter is of Bhusawal. Bhusawal जो है वहाँ का है, FIR register हुआ और अभी recently we challenged that particular FIR before the Honorable Aurangabad bench of the High Court. I had drafted और because औरंगाबाद is a distance तो नहीं जा पाते हैं जल्दी कुछ, तो वहाँ पर मैंने क्या किया था, written notes of argument वगैरह send करके local lawyer को बोला you just argue this and you write it down कि tomorrow in case if a FIR is registered against your client, if a FIR is registered against your client or about to be registered against your client, then you can show this particular judgment to the police authorities. Because इसमें और भी judgments उन्होंने discuss किए हैं and this particular judgment which I am saying you is passed on the 7th of July 2025 अभी का है. Okay, you just write it down. The bench at Aurangabad, okay, High Court bench at Aurangabad, criminal application number 473 of 2024. Arshad Attar versus State of Maharashtra. Arshad Attar versus State of Maharashtra, and when you go through all these particular उसमें contentions and there are more two case laws which are discussed over there. I'll just take you to paragraph number 6 जो final इसका है and I'll just read it. This court has considered and interpreted that only instantaneous or irrevocable effect of pronouncement of talaq was intended to be prohibited, and therefore the said provision of section 4 of the Muslim Women Act, or rather the act itself, was enacted. Here the informant herself states that there were 3 different notices with a gap of 1 month which were given to her. They may be copy paste, but none of them have been challenged by her before any court of law. Mere giving reply to the same would not suffice. The alleged illegality has to be certified or got certified as illegal through a court of law and not by the party itself. And there was no effect of instantaneous severance in marriage. Instant खत्म हो गया शादी, ऐसा कहीं पर भी रिकॉर्ड नहीं है, and therefore that particular FIR was quashed. So under Muslim law, just to sum up again, under the Muslim law, it is very much necessary to see under which form of talaq you are giving the talaq. As I said earlier, वो लिखना बहुत जरूरी है. उसके बाद में दूसरा जो चीज उसमें लिखना जरूरी है is what? Okay? Prohibited नहीं तुहर कि ये जो मैं दे रहा हूँ आपको, this is in state of tuhur, purity है, and therefore because tomorrow if she comes up with this case that he was aware that I was in my menses, वो तलाक ही valid नहीं होगा because it talks about state of purity. Then you have to send amount of iddat. Also you have to mention one very important thing कि हम दोनों के बीच में कई हमारे घर वालों ने भी सुलह करने की कोशिश की. That is the most important factor again. You have to make efforts to save the marriage, and still, even though the efforts were taken by yourself or the family and friends, still there is no change in the circumstances, and therefore the talaq. Because ऐसा माना जाता है, मुस्लिम्स में ऐसा माना जाता है कि जब एक तलाक होता है तो अर्श भी हिल जाता है. अर्श, it's the throne on which Allah the Almighty sits, उसको बोलते हैं अर्श। तो कहते हैं जब कोई तलाक होता है तो वो अर्श जो है वो थ्रोन भी हिलता है। इतनी ज्यादा नापसंदीदा चीज है ये खुदा की नजरों में, इतनी ज्यादा नापसंदीदा चीज है वो खुदा की नजरों में। एंड देयरफॉर यू हैव टू मेक एफर्ट्स टू सेव द मैरिज, you have to show that, then you have to give all the facts, everything. Then at the end, in the last para, you have to say that the 2019 act is not applicable in the present case. Again, in the declaration, as I said, your prayer should not be that the marriage be dissolved. It should be that it be declared that the talaq which was given was a valid form of talaq and a decree be passed accordingly. क्योंकि क्या होता है कि तब तलाकनामा लेते हैं, you need a decree. You need a decree. Anywhere you go, how many like married people might be knowing this? But on your passport also, if you are married, the name of the spouse comes. Okay, spouse का नाम आता ही है, तुमको लिखना ही पड़ता है। अब तुमने शरीयत के हिसाब से कर लिया, मतलब सिर्फ तलाक दे दिया, वो बेसिस पे दूसरी भी शादी कर ली, वहां पे स्पाउस का कॉलम थोड़ी है दूसरा, नंबर 2, नंबर 3, नंबर 4। हमारे में ऐसा ही पासवर्ड बनता है। इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट कि मुस्लिम्स के लिए 4 कॉलम्स दिए, इट इज नॉट लाइक दैट। फिर दूसरी वाली आती है, बोलती है मेरा नाम कहाँ है, उसका अभी तक है, मेरा कहाँ है। फिर यू गो टू द पासपोर्ट ऑफिसर, यू टेल कि देखो ना मैंने तलाक भेजा था ना। पासपोर्ट ऑफिसर देखेगा मैंने पठान सर का लेक्चर किया नहीं, जाओ कोर्ट से लेकर आओ। सो व्हाट दे से, गेट अ डिक्री फ्रॉम द कोर्ट। कुछ भी नाम चेंज करना है, it is necessary that there should be a decree, a judgment from the court, and therefore even if you give talaq, you can marry, but then again, to seek any government change in a government document, you have to show the judgment of the court, and therefore you have to file this declaration, which is very much necessary. Now you will say कि सर हमारे इधर हम जहाँ पे रहते हैं या हमारा क्लाइंट जहाँ पे रहता है वहाँ पर ना फैमिली कोर्ट है, ना सीनियर डिवीजन। Then what? Junior division, because you are seeking a simpliciter declaration. Even the junior division has got a power to give a declaration. Because as we know, senior division अगर यहाँ पर है अभी फिलहाल, because वहाँ का ग्रामीण का उनको दिया है jurisdiction. But if a person stays in Kalewadi, this is a live example I am saying. If a person stays in Kalewadi, वो इधर senior division के सामने नहीं आएगा वो. Declaration will go before the junior division. जो पिंपरी कोर्ट हम कहते हैं ना, a declaration suit will be filed over there. Okay? So what I'll be doing is I'll just draft parties के नाम निकाल के एक declaration suit, कौन से sections में आता है, कैसे आता है, prayer क्या रहता है, I'll share with the managing committee. I'll share the Act of 1937 under which you have to file under section 3 of the Act. वो Act भी मैं दे देता हूँ. I'll also give the Act of the year 2019 wherein it criminalizes the instantaneous talaq, triple talaq. वो भी मैं दे देता हूँ. छोटा Act है, वो पढ़ लेना. And what I'll do, I'll also, without revealing the identity or anything, I'll also send you a form of talaqnama. So that you can draft your own petitions, you can send your own notices. Never rely upon me anymore. मुझे बहुत कॉल्स आते हैं कि सर ऐसे ऐसे करो, हमको सेंड करो या हम आते हैं या तुम करो. I believe if a client comes to a lawyer, उसको रिलीफ मिले बगैर वो जाना नहीं चाहिए. This is what I believe. If a person comes to you, you should not say कि oh I'm sorry I don't know about this act. आप प्लीज XYZ लॉयर के पास जाइए. Okay? So it should not happen in case of lawyers. अगर उनको फिर भी ऐसा लगता है कि आपको समझ नहीं आ रहा है, if any one of you or your friends lawyers I'm talking about, if you feel कि okay we need certain more clarity, तो क्लाइंट को सिर्फ ये बोलना yes, we will draft it, you take the instructions and I'm available, I'll help you out. Don't worry about it. I'll definitely help you out with everything which is needed in respect of Muslim law. Because normally ये क्या होता है कि ये ना petitions हम इतने देखते हैं ना इसका procedure हमें पता है कि करना क्या है. अभी one of the lawyers when he filed this particular petition for this declaration किया नहीं उन्होंने, वही मुल्ला और फैजी का कोट किया उन्होंने. The first thing I moved was a 711 application. Everybody knows what do you mean by 711 CPC? Rejection of claims. Why? I am not going in the contents, but only because he has written that provision, wrong provision under law, I moved that application. And that application came to be allowed कि ऐसा law ही नहीं है, legislation ही नहीं है. And therefore, while drafting, you need to be very much careful regarding it. If anyone has got any question regarding today's topic, you are free to ask. Yes.
Wife ने desert कर दिया.
Yes.
And then she has done khula on her own.
Right.
The husband has no idea what is written. He has to sign it. Now the custody of the child is with the father.
Signed what?
Signed the khula.
Husband has signed the khula.
Husband signed, but he did not read. And the wife initiated. Now she deserted. She left on her own. Now what is the remedy for husband?
The only remedy available for the husband is to challenge the particular khula and seek a declaration suit. He has to challenge the khula. The way the wife has got a right to challenge the talaq, in a similar fashion, the husband has right to challenge that particular khula. Secondly, a Muslim wife has to go in the court of law for seeking divorce under the Dissolution of Muslim Marriages Act 1939. मुस्लिम हस्बैंड के लिए कोडिफाइड लॉ नहीं है, इसके लिए उसको इतना सब गोल चक्कर मारना है. वाइफ के लिए ऑलरेडी द लेजिस्लेशन इज देयर. सो दिस खुला व्हाट यू टॉकिंग अबाउट, देयर आर मेनी केसेस वेयरइन इट इज स्टेटेड कि जो ये काजी मौलाना ये जो करते ना, ये नहीं कर सकते. इनको अथॉरिटी शरिया अदालत ये नाम से इन्होंने बनाया है. And because the husband has signed that particular thing, so prima facie what happens is he is agreed to it. This is what it feels. The only thing he can say is he can challenge it. He can say my signature was taken, but the contents he can deny and he can challenge it by way of declaration.
And that khula was also not done before Qazi.
That is not necessary. Qazi is not the authority.
So nobody was there. There is no witness on the document.
तो वो वैसे भी नहीं है, but अगर वो उसने दूसरी शादी की है जो भी है तो उसको वो चैलेंज ही करना. उसने दूसरी शादी की है.
Wife is unlawfully residing with another man.
Unlawfully residing.
अभी I don't
देखो प्यार प्यार रहता है, हम किसी को रोक नहीं सकते किसके साथ रहने में. वो तो क्या, वो बिना शादी या शादी के बाद भी मैरिज इज गोइंग ऑन स्टिल पीपल से. दैट्स द रीजन बीएनएस अडल्ट्री का सेक्शन उड़ा दिया है. राइट. प्यार ना सीमा देखता है, सीमा हैदर ने सीमा मतलब रिलीजन वगैरह कुछ नहीं देखता. इतना भी नहीं देखता कि सामने वाला शादीशुदा है या नहीं. प्यार प्यार है, किसी को भी हो सकता है. तो अनलॉफुली हम नहीं बोल सकते. तो ही कैन चैलेंज दैट खुला इफ ही इज अग्रीड. यस एनीवन.
फर्स्ट डिफरेंस बताना खुला और मुबारकनामा में तुमने यूज किया मुबारकनामा.
सी खुला आई टेल यू, खुला इज लाइक कि वाइफ डिमांड्स तलाक. इन शॉर्ट कुरान में औरत को बहुत सारे हक और हुकूक दिए हैं. ओके. अ वाइफ, बिकॉज मेरा टॉपिक आज थोड़ा अलग था वरना मैं उस पर भी जाने वाला था कि वाइफ को कौन से तलाक का और वो उसके पावर्स है. सो खुला इज वन ऑफ दैट वेयर द वाइफ डिमांड्स तलाक फ्रॉम द हस्बैंड. मुझे तुझसे, तू मुझे क्या देगा, मुझे ही चाहिए. बट इन दैट केस व्हेन द वाइफ डिमांड्स खुला, द हस्बैंड कैन आल्सो डिमांड व्हाट, मनी और एनी अदर थिंग कि जा मैं भी देता हूं लेकिन अब मुझे तू इतना देगी. अ हस्बैंड कैन डिमांड फ्रॉम द वाइफ फॉर खुला कि तेरे को चाहिए ना, तुझे खुला छोड़ू. सो आई वांट दिस इज अगेन अप टू द हस्बैंड. डिमांड मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम नहीं करते, मुबारक में ही देन देखो. बट देन अगेन इफ यू वांट, इन दैट केस the wife has to give up her that amount for iddat also. इवन अगर मेहर पे नहीं किया है तो वो मेहर भी बोलती है कि जो मुझे मेहर भी नहीं चाहिए. अच्छा, वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग मेहर का कंसेप्ट है जो मुस्लिम लॉ में है. See, there are two forms of meher. This is also, and the talaq notice is very important. You have to write that. I just forgot. कि तुम्हारा मेहर हमने दे चुका है, मैंने तुम्हें अपना मेहर अदा कर चुका हूँ. अगर मेहर नहीं दिया है तो he has to send that amount of meher also along with the talaqnama. अब मेहर की अहमियत कितनी है? What do you mean by meher? Meher is it's a dower which is given by the husband to the wife. To the wife, right? अगर किसी हस्बैंड ने, मेहर की ताकत बोल रहा हूं मैं, क्या है, अगर किसी हस्बैंड ने वाइफ का मेहर अदा नहीं किया, देयर आर टू फॉर्म्स ऑफ मेहर, मेहर मुअज्जल एंड मुफस्सल. मुअज्जल मतलब इधर निकाह किया, वो मेहर दे दिया, दिस इज योर मेहर. और एक मुफस्सल जो है कि दूंगा ना, मैं क्या भागे जा रहा हूं, देता हूं ना, और उसने नहीं दिया, एंड इफ ही डाइज, I told that. Komal madam इसलिए बोला because she knows I told that. The wife has got the power कि इसका जनाजा नहीं उठेगा. जनाजा भी नहीं उठेगा. इस इंसान ने मेरा मेहर अदा नहीं किया. He cannot be buried. और जब तक वो उसका मेहर माफ नहीं करती है, she has to then in front of witnesses and other whole people, she has to tell this. जा, मैंने तुझे अपना मेहर माफ किया, तब जाके उसका जनाजा उठेगा. वरना मजा ले किसी उसका जनाजा उठे. औरत को कभी भी इतना भी मत करो कि तुम्हारा जनाजा, मेहर दे दो. नहीं, उधर तो मेहर का कंसेप्ट ही नहीं है ना. वाइफ अगर गुजर गई तो वो थोड़ी बोलेगा उसको कि जा. Then that is waived off. That is waived off. It is a right of the wife. Okay? It is not delegated to anyone. It is a right of the wife.
मेहरची जी अमाउंट आहे तर ती समजा चेक मी दिली, देता येते ना तशी?
हो, 100%. But the check should not bounce.
म्हणजे चेक बाउन्स झाला.
Check bounce झाला तर मेहर दिलंच नाहीये ना.
तर मग 138 दाखल केले.
138 का केस जो है under negotiable instrument act, if you see the cases under section 138 read with 142 of the negotiable instrument, तो वो you have to fight it in the court of law because you have to say the whole thing is कि now if you reconciliation means what? What do you mean by reconciliation? That you get back together, establishing conjugal rights. Now you've not established conjugal rights for the last 3 months. After the period, you come to know that she is 2 months pregnant. So you've not established the conjugal rights itself. What will support you? The talaq notice. कि ये टाइम से तो हमारे बीच में physical relations है ही नहीं. और अगर आपको लगता है कि as a woman, if you feel no, that's his child only, then you have to again challenge that particular talaqnama. That talaqnama is to be challenged. फिर वो आगे की cause जो है वो कोर्ट लेगा. Yes. Clear? All right. So thank you for a patient hearing. I think I have been clear, very much clear about this concept.
आपल्याला मार्गदर्शन दिलं सरांनी. मार्गदर्शन केलं आमच्यासाठी नवोदित कुटुंबासाठी फार उपयुक्त होतं. ते बाहेर कुठेही भेटत नाही. आम्ही बुक्समध्ये वाचायला गेलो तर आम्हाला त्या बेरेटची रिडिंग कळत नाही. इतक्या सोप्या पद्धतीत आपण समजून सांगितलं. आपले आभार आणि अध्यक्षांच्या परवानगीने सर्वांचे आभार मानतो आणि कार्यक्रम संपला. असं जाईल.